Welcome to VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. It's easy. Yes, it is easy for an NFL team to go from poo-poo to cream of the crop. In other words, from worst to first. Yeah, I said it. From worst to first. It's simple. It's easy. It happens. Who are those teams? From year to year, it depends. It depends on a multitude of factors. And it's kind of hard to pinpoint every year. But it happens. It's almost like trying to figure out what team is good and bad in less than a month. You need at least a minimum of 2 months to determine. A minimum of 2 months to determine. Because one of those bad teams may come good, or might have came good, or will come good. I know it's tricky, it's hard to understand, but it exists. It happens. Check the stats and statistics. Having a different front office. Let's say that previous administration got a new front office that provided a new vision, that provided structure. Assuming the previous regime had a different structure or no structure whatsoever. And then that front office, that new regime with this new structure, bring in new coaches with a different philosophy. Whether they've been around the block, retread tires, basically this isn't their first job, or it's their first job, their first opportunity to be a coach, their first opportunity to do something special, their first opportunity. And when it's your first, you may not get a second, and you definitely not going to get a third unless you are successful. And then again, it may have just come down to, injuries. Maybe the previous year, key players were hurt, and the key players being hurt just made the team bad because there was way too many key players hurt in key positions, and it was hard for the team to bounce back. It was hard for the team to just next man up it. That's a saying, or that's something that they like to say. The next man up. The next person in the depth chart to fill in. Well, it's a depth chart for a reason, and they were a backup for a reason. Talent is spread out. You don't have starters playing backup and backup playing starter unless you present with injuries. And so not having these injuries in key positions can help a team that was bad, that was poo-poo, that was feces, go to being cream of the crop or just making the playoffs. And it happens in the NFL a lot for those reasons that I just mentioned. Other sports don't have as many injuries like this, so the key positions won't be affected. There's usually a structure, and if there's no structure in other sports, there's no chance to go from worst to first. The opportunity isn't there. There's too many games. You will get found out quick. Like worst to first, it happens. It happens.